Here's an update of my fursuits I'm making. We have Toluene, which is pretty much the name I'm going to stick with now. I had something different before, but I decided to change it. And this is Strike. They're not finished, of course, and I'm still working on the cheeks right now. As you can see, I'm trying to add, something behind it, some foam to actually make it cheeks puff out, because otherwise they were like flat and didn't really look too great. But now the right side's pretty much done. I mean, not done, but it's the way I like it, and now I'm trying to copy it on the left side, or I guess my left, her right. And the left side, her left, isn't all the way down, so it's still, quite a work in progress. I put black speaker, whatever stuff, mesh under the eyes, or on the eyes, so to kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's furred and everything, and kind of make sure the proportion and stuff is right. And that's why I added these little eyebrow things, which aren't really eyebrows. They were just kind of like, I was going to inset them, but they look kind of cool, so I might keep them this way. The original eyes were way too big with the black stuff in it, so I decided to make it a little smaller, and this is kind of what happened. That's what it came up with. It actually looks pretty good. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I'm kind of closing the top, as you can see. I still have a couple more areas. I'm not going to completely close it, just for ventilation. I haven't added the horns yet, but it seems to be coming along alright. I'm going to cut part of the back off. I'm going to do something with the back just to kind of trim it off. And yeah, I've put foam inside of it. Big, thick foam. I think it was 1 inch. And I've cut a little place for the nose and stuff, and it makes it more rigid, and that was one of the problems I ran into when I was making it, is it wasn't very rigid. So, and I didn't think this was going to work. I thought it was going to be really hard, but it looks like it's working. Let's hope it comes out alright. And yeah, here's Toluene. Used to be Diallo. I had these horns manufactured. I designed them in a CAD program, and I had them manufactured by Shapeways. Currently they're not available for anybody else to buy. As you can see here, they were actually from my other 3D model, which I made in the CAD program, but yeah, I had to modify them slightly so I could glue them onto the model, and I kind of just guesstimated and made it, and it ended up working out pretty good. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. So, and again, I did the black speaker mesh for the eyes, and I rounded. It's smoothed. The foam is smoothed into the lower jaw. I mean, it more or less looks like it's one piece. It's not, put another piece in and just trim it up. It's like it's connected to this part, facing itself. And same thing with the other pieces. And same with the other model. I have the 2-inch foam in there, padding it and keeping it rigid. And I've got a place cut out for the nose so I can breathe. I might put nostrils in and like make it go all the way back so I can maybe put in a fan or something, try and get some more circulation with fresh air, because it seems like it's really going to need it. The jaw still moves, the jaw is going to move, but I'm worried about with the weight of the fur and everything. I mean, I know it's not very much, but it's going to hang open a little bit. So I'm still deciding whether that's going to be okay, or whether I'm going to need maybe some sort of elastic thing in it to hold it up. It's a little better when it's open because you do get more ventilation. So, and these little things here, just kind of, I was just messing around, like I had the leftover foam, and it was laying on the ground, and I used some of those pieces to, to just putting them on there to see what looks good. and it was just part of the eye, and it was just left over, and it ended up not looking too bad, so I kept it on there. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to trim it down or just keep it like that, but I think it looks better than just trimming it. Yeah, and let's see, I have to trim a little bit more off of here for the neck, because I can't really go side to side, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to have it in the back. I'm probably going to either trim some off, or I'm going to just get like magnets I've seen other people use, or maybe Velcro, or something like that. I'm just worried if I use Velcro, fur is going to get into it, and the fur can get caught in it. Magnets does seem to be the best way to do this, and unless I just cut it off, and then I probably won't need it, and and just have the fur overlap. But magnets would be awesome. Make things so much simpler. Let's see. I think that's about it. I've closed the top off almost completely, except under the horns, which I don't know. It doesn't really do anything. I was thinking about maybe putting LEDs in the horns, but I think that would just be. It would glow a little too much. I don't know. It might be kind of cool though. I guess that's about it. I still have to put the teeth in. I'm gonna add teeth in there, and I'm gonna put a tongue and whatever else in there. I've also taken some of the jawline forward, because it just went way back here, as you can see by the glue that was here. And yeah, I'm getting pretty close to being done. Although I don't know what done is, because these are the first fursuits I've made. So the burn marks you see here, you can see little orange or brown spots on it. Those are from I use a soldering iron if I need to lift up the foam from each other, or separate them, because it's just hot glue. So once you heat it up enough, it separates. And yeah, I've got a few burn marks on this one, because I've done a lot of modification and stuff. And yeah, this one is a little harder, I guess you can say, but I don't know. I guess certain parts are harder, some are easier. But yeah, and so that's why we have burn marks. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I hope you all like this, and I don't know, I hope in the near future, before Furry Week in Atlanta, or Anthrocon, or one of the others, maybe even Megaplex or something, that this thing can be done, so I can, or both of them can be done, so me and my girlfriend can wear them out and try them out. I hear it's a lot of fun. It seems like it'd be great. It'd be awesome in a fursuit. So as far as the designs for them, they're still not completed. We're still working on them and stuff, and haven't got anything. Deciding whether to, do the head design first, or go and do the body first, and then work on the head. So kind of seems like it might be easier to do the head first, because otherwise, so that we can get the colors to match and kind of go from there. Yeah, and like I said, I'm also going to put horns on Strikes. I'm still designing them and stuff, and just haven't had the time to do that, really. So, and I also, with these horns, with both sets of horns, I don't think I'm going to color them, at least not right away. Not color, but just paint them. But I guess the only thing I'd really do is probably put an epoxy layer on them or something, just to make it so I could, repaint it, and so to make them somewhat durable. These have a couple marks on them, so I think I'll try it for a while that way, and if I need to, I'll probably just back the fur off a little bit and throw a little epoxy on it. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy it, and I guess that's about it.